I'm Roman Yossi of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Matt Duchesne of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Justus Aros of the Nashville Predators.
I'm Ryan Johansson of the Nashville Predators.
You're listening to the Renegades of Puck
with Crazy Charlie.
Welcome to the bunker. Welcome to the Renegades of Puck podcast. I'm your host and captain, Crazy Charlie Saunier, and before we get started on the No Half Step and year-end recap, let me first direct you to our home website, renegadesofpuck.com. Once you go to renegadesofpuck.com, you'll learn everything you need to know about the show, and once you're all good and educated, then you can click on that merchandise tab. That's where you're going to find the classic logo t-shirt, the Pride logo t-shirt, the special event t-shirts like the Home Base Freakout t-shirt right here, and all the other classic gimmicks you've come to know and love and expect from the Renegades of Puck in our online store. Don't worry, socks, throw pillows, wall art, it's all still there. 58 items in total with our logo on it. It's easier said. We've sold out so that you can buy in. Stick taps, love, and respect to each and every one of you picked up some gifts for Renegades in your life over the holidays. Social media, that's the easiest way that you can support this operation. It doesn't take you but a second, doesn't cost you a thing. Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. We are on all of those social media platforms. You can find us streaming live on Twitch. That's where you catch the behind the scenes of everything that happens here in the bunker. You can find us in video form on YouTube, of course, with Renegades of Puck TV, and on audio, you can find us on numerous platforms. Basically, you can find the Renegades of Puck everywhere. Just search your favorite platform and search Renegades of Puck. You can become a sponsor or just a partner of the Renegades of Puck by going to Venmo. Search Renegades of Puck or scan the QR code that's currently on your screen. Thanks so much to incredible, generous Renegades just like you out there. We have been able to make so many significant upgrades, and throughout this episode, you will definitely see how the year progressed. Getting a new camera, getting a new microphone, getting new headphones. As you see, a brand new set of headphones has been added to the bunker here, so the old ones can finally be retired. But that's all due to generous Renegades just like you, so thank you so much. Even a dollar goes a long way, so please help support this independent operation here in the trenches known as the Renegades of Puck. Now, I know it's time for me to deliver the no half step in hockey coverage, so let me deliver the goods. It's time for operation number 694, and at this moment in time, we pause, we reflect, and we look back at the year that was for the Renegades. This is going to be real simple, and I'm not gonna pound the table. I'm just gonna say it plain. You got a couple of days right here, and then you got 2 home games, and then you got a long road trip. It's as simple as this. Look yourself in the mirror and say this: get your shit together. You just got to get your shit together. That's all there is to it. I don't want to hear about, well, we played really good in this game, but you lost by 2. I don't want to hear, well, for certain stretches of time. No, just get your shit together and play a full hockey game and get 2 points and get out of the rink. Just, that's all. It is, there's no deep speech here. Get your shit together. Get it together. That's all. You have 2 home games and then a long road trip, and then suddenly it's going to be Thanksgiving. Get your shit together and win some hockey games and put some points on the board and take the stress off of yourselves, off of the coaching staff, and take the frustration away from the fan base so at least they can pause and consider what this team is capable of the rest of the season. But right now, nobody can get by it, and everybody's already tired of hearing about, are they competitive? No, this is the NHL. It's the NHL. It's the top league in the world. If you're not ready to play, then go away. Go play somewhere else. There's plenty of other leagues in the world you can half step through. But get your shit together. That's it. Oh, yeah, well, it's the Renegades of Puck. You've come to expect us to be brutally honest and deliver the truth and the jam, and that's exactly what we did. There was plenty more of it. 6 games now, a 6-game losing streak. The dejected faces, the hung heads, the Nashville Predators continuously leaving, going through the tunnel, heading back to the locker room, getting changed, and heading on home with a loss to look in the mirror and reconsider things. But the only question I have to ask, and it's incredibly simple, and it is just this simple: where's the jam? Where is this team that was so physical last year? Where is this team that was so in everyone's faces and so ready to deliver the essence of no half-stepping that I know they didn't end in the top of the standings, but damn it, every night they came out to play. They were highly competitive, and they set a number of franchise records last year. Where is the jam from this team right now. They look like a team that has completely forgotten that identity. I don't hear the word identity preached anymore, and I don't know that anyone's listening to the locker room speeches at this point in time. Where's the jam? Where's the desperation? Where were the Nashville Predators in this game in the third period when they were down by 1 goal and they could only manage to generate 7 shots on goal for the entirety of the third period? How do they continuously carry the puck over the blue line down deep into the zone and not get a single scoring opportunity out of it? It's not about just wasting time out there with possession of the puck. It's about putting the puck on the net and ultimately into the net. Where is the jam? Where is the desperation? Where are the Nashville Predators? Why, when they are down by 1, are their heads hung so low and not looking up and trying to fight back? Why has this team seemingly broken again? Towards the end of the Peter Laviolette era, we saw exactly the same thing, and we're starting to see it recur again under John Hines. Why is this team underperforming to such a terrible level? Something is going on that we are simply not aware of. Something is going on behind the scenes. Something has changed with this team and this coaching staff and this front office, because right now the Nashville Predators don't look like they have an identity. They don't look like they have a plan, and they don't look like they have any jam. This team has a problem. They are lost, and it is early, but it is concerning. After the first 2 games, they played one of the worst teams in the Western Conference from the previous season. The San Jose Sharks finished outside the playoff margin and is simply not expected to be a competitive team this year, as they are mostly still trying to figure out what kind of rebuild that they are in. But the Preds beating San Jose Sharks in the first 2 games of the season certainly was a good look. Coming back home now, the Nashville Predators have frankly been abysmal since they have been home. They have blown multiple 2-goal leads in the third period already this early in the season. Whatever it is, mental fatigue from the long road trip, physical fatigue from the long road trip and camp, whatever the fog is right now that is clouding this Nashville Predators team, they will have a couple of days between the next home game against the Flyers and the game after that against the St. Louis Blues to go ahead and hopefully get that cleared up. And then after this homestand, they will be heading off on that CMA road trip, which is a customary time that the team gets its shit together. They may have to do that very thing on this long road trip, because right now, again, the note I made, they have a problem, and it is a concern, but it's early enough in the season that things can easily be turned around. And we know that the Nashville Predators have been a playoff team the last couple of years, and that when John Hines starts preaching that word identity and the team starts buying into that word identity, they usually start playing a whole lot better. But right now, they're not looking like that team in any way, shape, or form. The physical play is missing. The heavy physical play is missing. The willingness to pay the price and sacrifice and go to the hard areas, it's simply not being shown. Right now, the Nashville Predators are just simply not physically, mentally, and spiritually bought in to this season.
Hey, I mean, listen, we bring the jam and we bring the essence of no half-stepping, and we tell you the brutal, honest truth, and we might be the only outlet out there that has the willingness to go to those hard areas and bring you the greasy coverage, but we also said nice things about the Nashville Predators, too.
This Nashville Predators team in the month of February, with the All-Star break, with the only having 1 game in a week, with the rescheduled games, the team was just a jumbled mess. You can also add in Pekka Rinne's retirement night and the emotional night that was, the Stadium Series game. All of these things factored in to make the month of February just a mess on the ice for the Nashville Predators. Inconsistent and definitely not playing the way we had seen them play in previous months. Now the calendar has flipped over to March, and you take a look at this Nashville Predators team now that they are back on the grind. I think that they love a heavy workload. It's not much of a surprise the way John Hines talks about the team, the way he talks about good work ethic, the way he talks about attitude, the way he talks about, identity, night in and night out. Blue collar, good, physical, tough hockey team that shows up to play every night. He's shown he's willing to run UC Saros out there on back-to-back nights, and he has also shown that he's just simply not afraid of his team having a heavy workload. The players clearly are buying in this. 6 games in 10 days, the Nashville Predators are 5-1. In the entire month of February, they did not look as good as they have in the last stretch of hockey. The Nashville Predators are starting to tune things up at just the right time, and they are being carried by their captain, Roman Josi. Now you start to see some secondary scoring starting to roll in. Again, this is a Nashville Predators team that I think truly loves the grind. The more work, the better. The harder work, the better. The more physical, the better. What I'm trying to say is I think they have the right temperament for making a type of run here late in the season and perhaps being troublesome come playoff time. Nobody can predict what the Nashville Predators are actually going to be able to accomplish and achieve at this point, but it is looking more and more after games like tonight, after games like in Minnesota, that the Nashville Predators will be a playoff team.
If you follow along with the Renegades of Puck, it would be pretty easy for you to think that, well, I never leave the bunker, but that's not the case. You know, I actually did venture out of the bunker during this year of coverage, and I traveled, at first, very close by. I did not mention Askarov as potential backup goaltender. We are not in that type of conversation yet. We just got a chance to watch him, and this is the perfect segue to the next segment. We just got the opportunity to watch him for the very first time here on North American ice at Nashville Predators Development Camp. Got to spend 5 consecutive days out there watching the players out there on the ice, working on skating, working on basics, working on basically everything, and it all culminated in the Prospect Showcase game where Askarov did pitch a shutout in his half of that game that he had the opportunity to play in for the blue team. Let me run down a couple of other things. In this development camp was this year's first round draft pick and the rest of the draft class as well. But Joachim Kemmel was picked 17th overall. Could have been as possibly as third highest in the NHL draft this year, but he fell all the way to 17, and the Nashville Predators were able to scoop him up. Yes, he's undersized at 5'10", but he is tenacious, he is smooth, and he is a finished sniper. His shot is definitely what stands out. 22 goals in 38 games. Paid a lot of attention to him during development camp. Had the opportunity to watch him up close and personal. He had a shootout opportunity that was as smooth as can be against Askarov. As a matter of fact, let me take you to that right now. Told you it was smooth. And speaking of Askarov, Askarov also got the best of Kemmel on another shootout opportunity. This was really cool to see as well. Well, listen, there was no player under the microscope more interesting to watch than Askarov at this development camp. Every Nashville Predators fan wants to know, is he the real deal? Is he the future phenom of this Nashville Predators franchise? Is he who will eventually take UC Saros' job down the road several years from now? I had an opportunity to watch Askarov up close, very close. I got a lot of good tape on him, and I'm just going to show you a great montage of some of the things that we got to witness over the couple of days of development camp from the perspective of the brand new goaltending phenom for the Nashville Predators, Yaroslav Askarov. I hope that you take a moment and watch these clips.
of course, there was more than just Yaroslav Askarov at this development camp. All the forwards, all the defensemen, they were all out there, and it was great to watch them hustle and get after it for a couple of days. As a matter of fact, I was really impressed with the level of no half-stepping that I saw out there on the ice. Great to see the amount of skating that they were working on and just the amount of basics and fundamentals. There wasn't a whole lot of hot dogging out there, except for when the time called for it. It was a lot of fun, and it was a very, very good, hard-fought camp. I look forward to these rookies getting a chance to mix with the veteran group coming up here. Of course, they'll only get a couple of days to skate with them before they get sent to their respective teams, but the Nashville Predators look like they have a good group of prospects. Then, feeling a little bit of confidence after Nashville Predators prospect and development camp, it was a hockey odyssey and an adventure to a brand new hockey market. It was off to the ECHL, and it was off to see a brand new team, the Savannah Ghost Pirates, and see everything that was going on in this brand new hockey hotbed. I wanted to go on a discovery mission for myself, and I went down to Savannah, Georgia this past week. Got a chance to watch the Ghost Pirates, brand new ECHL team down there in Savannah. They've got a brand new rink, the End Market Arena, 6,000 plus people packed in there, going crazy. The ECHL has come to Savannah. It was a real great experience. Got to see the Nashville Predators' former ECHL affiliate, the Florida Everblades, in town. The Everblades did secure the victory in that game in overtime, 3-2, but it was a thrilling comeback by the Ghost Pirates, scoring a goal in the final 10 seconds with the goalie pulled, getting the tie, getting the crowd going wild, getting the cannons fired there in the rink, and getting everybody all ready for overtime. It was thrilling. It was fun. The energy was all over the place, and it's so great to be in a market where hockey is just starting to find its skates. The energy was there. The people were there. You can see the pictures that I took there. People lined up an hour before the doors even opened. The building was packed despite the absolutely brutal weather of the hurricane that was lashing the East Coast. The outer bands of it were causing massive downpours and significant winds. There was even question if the game was going to go on as scheduled, but the game did go on. The crowd showed up in force, and it was really fun to be in a brand new hockey market. The line for merch, about an hour long at the rink right there. Incredible, a lot of fun to see. As a matter of fact, I even filed a report while I was in Savannah watching the Ghost Pirates on the road. Here's me outside the End Market Arena post-game.
Crazy Charlie Saunier here for the Renegades of Puck. It might be stormy in Savannah, but the hockey is electric, and there is tons of energy here at End Market Arena. The Ghost Pirates fall in the 3-on-3 overtime on a breakaway goal. Outshot 48-32 at their home rink tonight, but the energy, it is impressive. It is amazing, and you've got to come and experience not just the Savannah weather, but Ghost Pirates hockey. It's a thing, and the haunt begins now.
But it wasn't just getting out and covering hockey in different rinks, and it wasn't just getting out and exploring different hockey markets. We also made a difference out there in the community, and we also helped out with some charity. We participated in the Wish Cup. As a matter of fact, we made wishes happen by playing hockey. It was just as simple as that, and it was as fun as that, and we were so proud to be a part of the Wish Cup here in Middle Tennessee for Make-A-Wish of Middle Tennessee. Just a couple of more thoughts before we head on. As we inch closer to training camp, a couple of incredible things have been happening here in the Middle Tennessee area. The Wish Cup just wrapped up over the weekend. You've heard me perhaps talk about the Wish Cup in the past. Rebirth Sports has made the jerseys for the Wish Cup. I've played in the Wish Cup once before. This was the third edition of the Wish Cup tournament here in Middle Tennessee, and to see two hockey rinks with multiple sheets of ice be run in a tournament from 6 a.m. until well after sundown at the beginning of August here in Middle Tennessee, capturing the attention of everybody around here. It's just simply incredible to see how far the game has grown here. I love it. I got a chance to play in it. I skated in 4 games in just over 36 hours. The team I was a part of went 2-2 in the tournament. We finished third in our overall group, but that wasn't the story. The story for me and the story for us in this tournament was that we raised a lot of money for kids, and hopefully we made a couple of people's days a little bit easier. But the 2-game rivalry series we had against the public enemies you see in the photo I've put up on the screen right here, just incredible. On Friday night, a 2-1 fifth round shootout victory by the Mighty Drunks over the Public Enemies. We would face each other again in the playoff round on Sunday, and it would be the Public Enemies defeating the Mighty Drunks 4-3 in the shootout. The Mighty Drunks were down 2-0 with 6 minutes to go in the third period. Then we're down 3-2 with 30 seconds to go in the game, tied it up with the empty net, and then the Public Enemies went on to win the shootout 2-0. It was such a good time and such a great experience that we deemed it worthy of taking this photo together as a group. I look forward to breaking the tie against the Public Enemies soon, and I look forward to participating in the Wish Cup for many, many years to come. Yes, I am tired and I am sore after playing that much hockey in that short amount of time, but to be back on the ice and be back in the locker room, to be back around so many incredible people, and also raising money for such an incredible charity, Make-A-Wish of Middle Tennessee, it was just truly, truly a joy. And Colby Collier, the organizer of the Wish Cup, just does an absolutely incredible job. I can't give enough Stick Taps love and respect to everybody who is involved with that, and everybody who skated in it, and everybody who participated in it. It sure was a lot of fun. I truly, truly enjoyed it, and they're doing great things over there. Sure do appreciate everybody's hard efforts over the weekend to allow us to play so much good hockey.
And the Renegades of Puck are never afraid to be in the front lines and jump in the trenches. And you know what? We did that with a brand new team and a brand new league here in the Middle Tennessee area. I became the voice of the Nashville Spartans of the USPAHL, playing at the Gary Force Acura Ice Arena in Nolensville, Tennessee. And it's been a pleasure being the voice of this tremendous hockey team. As a matter of fact, here's some of the clips right here. Nashville Spartans, through 2 days of hockey, a record of 4-0. They have outscored the Elmira Junior Enforcers 34-11 in total goals. Nico Schoner is absolutely on fire, an otherworldly performance through 2 games this weekend. 20-8 was the goal differential in the series on Saturday. Premier Division 2-0, Elite Division 2-0. Unfortunately, Sunday morning's Elite game has been canceled due to a flu outbreak among the Elmira Enforcers locker room. The Premier game is still scheduled to go on right around 1 p.m. down in Nolensville. If you have an opportunity, come on out and check the team. But here's a little sampling of what happened on Friday night over there at the Gary Force Acura Ice Arena in Nolensville. Nashville Spartans versus Elmira Junior Enforcers. I take you to me on the call.
That's going to give the Spartans an opportunity with Savares carrying through the neutral zone with speed and an opportunity to break out. Handoff to Hendrick. Hendrick takes the puck in and fires it into the net. Incredible play by the Spartans. Tie game 1-1. And for the first time tonight, you get to shout. Zamborski goes down low, puts the backhander on the net, and the Spartans get the redirect. Spartans take the lead 2-1, and it's time for the people in attendance to shout. Schoner now through the neutral zone. He's going to look to split the D. Instead goes around the outside of the D, shoots the puck, and Chris Free puts the puck in the net off for an incredible feed by Nico Schoner. Nico Schoner goes into the zone, wheels around the outside of the defense, and sets up Chris Free in the low slot. And it's time to shout. 25 seconds to go. Elmira all the way back in their defensive zone, having some trouble getting the puck down the ice. A.J. Bennett goes, recovers, retrieves, wheels, goes along the wall, and looks to play the puck out of the zone. Unable to do so. Extra attacker certainly helping when it comes to Elmira right here. Dawson Hendrick helping. That's going to be a save by Duzak. You heard the pads right there. Savares corrals the puck. He's got it out across the red line, goes to fire it at the net. It won't make a difference that it didn't make it all the way down. The Spartans come from behind, secure the victory, 3-2. Sweeping the day, 10-1 earlier in Elite action, 3-2 here in Premier action. The two teams will now line up for the handshake.
Spartans bringing the jam and putting up some big-time performances this weekend. Nico Schoner, the captain, A.J. Bennett, absolutely doing a great job leading the squad as we head towards the Christmas break for the Nashville Spartans and the USPHL. I've now called 22 hockey games
for the Nashville Spartans this season. What an honor, what a privilege. It sure is great to be just a small part of such a fascinating and great and amazing organization. Listen, we traveled, we ranted, we raved, we talked about hockey an awful lot, but there were times where things didn't seem quite normal around here, and it was pretty weird when we got to around episode number 666. I'll just let you see for yourself, Renegades.
Don't adjust your screen. For this special 666th episode of Renegades of Puck, the broadcast has been commandeered by One Good Scare Productions, and they have sent myself, the maniacal minister of the occult, the devil you know, the original motherfucker, the Reverend, to bring you greetings of Halloween joy. And here at this glorious time of year where the veil is oh so thin, I can reveal secrets to you. Secrets about your captain that you might not know. You may think Captain Crazy Charlie is some sort of mild-mannered hockey guy, but I have insight into his past and know the darkness that lurks beneath the surface. There is a hidden man, a man that has done horrible things.
That's what I'm talking about. It's wide open. No insulation.
Tell him, Trash.
We're bringing it total. Give it to me, Sean. Give it to me. That's what I'm saying. Total damn destruction. 50,000 watts.
These bastards are crazy. I'm out of here.
Here we go! My God, to the floor. I mean, all the way to the floor, and we're talking 12 feet through 3 tables to the floor. Bill, they might be dead. What have they got in mind here? Once again, virtual 3-on-1, and it's on fire! It's on fire! Oh my God! Somebody put everybody out!
White Trash has been busted wide open by the Cole twins.
Oh no! Oh!
Oh my! It's breaking down, good Lord! White Trash, caning, blackout, and security guy Rodeo in the attempt. Never good luck on Rodeo guy anyway. And apparently White Trash and Tank are gunning for those Wildside Tag Team titles. Oh Lord, White Trash hurls into Section 201. It is breaking down here at the NCW Arena. White Trash being hurled into the wall here at the NCW Arena.
The Rev did promise to peel back the curtain and reveal certain things, and I think he did that. Episode 666. Madness here in the trenches for the Renegades of Puck. Now listen, let's start talking about the biggest moment of the year for the Renegades of Puck. And it was simple. It was our arrival. It was our announcement. It was our coming out party in the hockey community as the Renegades of Puck. Now this past year was our first full year in operation. For those of you who don't remember, we only came online a season ago as the Renegades of Puck podcast. Before that, 10 plus years in radio.
So as a new podcast with a new look and a new name, it was time to announce ourselves to the world. And we did that between the Pekka Rinne retirement night and between the outdoor stadium series game between the Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning. We called it the Home Base Freakout.
What an incredible weekend here in Nashville for the hockey community. Let me first go and take you back to the Home Base Freakout. The last time we talked, we were on the eve of the Home Base Freakout, and now we are a couple of days clear of it, and I want to tell you all about the incredible night that was the Home Base Freakout. We promised it would be a night to bring the entire hockey community together with special guests, giveaways, and even have a few beers together, a laid-back atmosphere where everybody just got to relax and enjoy the hockey community, and that's exactly what happened. Tailgate Brewery was absolutely incredible. They had everything set up and prepared, and as a matter of fact, it was early on Friday afternoon when I got the message and I got the call that I needed to get down on location because although the event was starting at 7 o'clock, by 3 o'clock, the bar was already packed. Thank you so much, Renegades from Nashville, Renegades from Tampa, and Renegades from all around the world. Had a chance to meet and talk to so many of you great people. I got there at 3 o'clock and I cracked that first beer, the Renegades of Puck beer that you see right here in the bunker. And you'll see a whole stack of them over here, and we'll continue working our way through those as the season moves along. So stick tap to Tailgate Brewery for having everything set, having the beer in the cans on tap, cold, ready to go, and being ready to serve all of the Renegades of Puck and all of our friends in the most incredible way. Your staff was awesome. Shortly after that, it was Eric Young and the Ultimate Predator arriving on the scene for the Home Base Freakout, and you could tell already it was going to be a great day. There were smiles all over the place. The Renegades of past and present showed up, and we had enough time to spend a little bit of a reunion, take a group photo, and have some good fun talking amongst ourselves. From the Renegades of Puck that started with me at the beginning all the way to the Renegades of Puck that are serving in the trenches with me today. That was such great fun getting some time to spend with not only the Renegades of Puck, but with the Renegades of Puck families and everyone that they brought with them. Great job, you guys. It was so awesome to see each and every one of you. Jack Porco from the Mighty Drunks was even there. One of the greatest scorers in Recreation League hockey here in Middle Tennessee. So many championships and Stanley Kegs. I don't know if he can even remember all of them at this point, but the Mighty Drunks also in attendance as well. John Bellucci, Brandon Adams, Trevor Patterson, Kevin Stokel, and so many others. Incredible. All great hockey players, all great people on top of that, and they were there in the house with us for the Home Base Freakout. And our special guests, I mean, you got to talk about them. It was so awesome. Got a chance to talk a little bit about New Jersey, where I am from and where Bobby Ryan is from. We spent about 10 minutes over there off to the side, just having a good time and talking about those days and living back in the Garden State. Also, Allie Lacombe, stick taps, love and respect to you, Allie. It was incredible having you out there at the event. You talked to me and told me a little bit about how to win a face-off a little bit better. And in the past, you've also proven to me that I can do the impossible. So having you at the event sure did mean a lot to the Renegades of Puck. Lindsay Rowley came in, did a run-in. We hung around and we talked for a few minutes. We took a quick picture. I got her to autograph the event poster. Home Base Freakout was really electric. So many people having such a good time. Here's Jonathan Schaefer, my longtime partner in the trenches with the Renegades. Puck goes all the way back to the very beginning. The first troublemaker on the show was Jonathan Schaefer. There is no doubt about that. And Hall of Fame sports writer Teresa Walker was absolutely having the best time representing in her Renegades of Puck jersey. It was so cool to have her out there. Chris Mason then arrived like a rock star, and the house was absolutely electrified. Had a chance to hang out with Mason, talk with him for a few minutes. We talked about the Renegades of Puck. We talked about the no half step and movement, the power of positivity, and we shared a couple of stories real quick, just having a good time, having some fun, and sharing a Renegades of Puck beer right there at Tailgate Brewery. Of course, Hal Gill came in just after that, and the Bag Shuckers were right there, and they were hanging out, having a good time, meeting and greeting with all of the different Renegades of Puck. Speaking of the rest of the Renegades of Puck, just take a look around the room and some of the photos that I'm showing you right here. The place was absolutely packed. The first floor, the second floor, the overflow patio outside, even as cold as it was, we even had plenty of people outside. Just take a look at all the smiles, take a look at all those Renegades of Puck jerseys, take a look at all those Renegades of Puck beers, and look at how great a job Tailgate Brewery is doing. It was absolutely an incredible and fun night. Stu Grimson got up on the stage and he was electrifying. He brought the house down with a collection of F-bombs and promises that this hockey community will never forget. We also then saw
a brand new faction emerge on stage as Chris Mason and Hal Gill, the Backchuckers, called for me, the captain of the Renegades of Puck, to join them on the stage. It was at that point that Chris Mason made a speech that I will never forget. He then awarded me with the jacket that you see me wearing right here in the bunker and that you can see on stage in the GIF that's playing in the corner of the screen right now. Mace, I'll never be able to thank you enough for that gesture. I'll never be able to thank the Backchuckers enough for that gesture. But damn it, man, that was one hell of a no half-stepping moment. It might have even been the absolute essence of no half-stepping. Stick taps, love, and respect to you, to Hal, the Backchuckers, and everyone who was involved with surprising me with this leather jacket. This new faction, I'm telling you right now, they're not effing around. As you can see on stage right here, I made a speech, I brought the house down, and I told the Renegades exactly how I feel about them. It was great to have so many people in attendance, so many different media organizations represented, from print to radio to television to the web and beyond. Social influencers, it didn't matter. They came from each and every level to join us for the home base freakout and to support and celebrate the Renegades of Puck. It was an incredible showcase of just what it is that we can do as an organization that is a force for positivity in the hockey community.
Sometimes it's about the name on the back.
That was without a doubt the biggest moment of the year. The entire hockey community coming out to celebrate with the Renegades of Puck. We truly had an incredible night that night, and we look forward to having more events like that, to have representatives from the NHL, from the WNHL, from the United States Olympic team, and from various other leagues around the world. It was just incredible. And the Home Base Freakout was a night where the entire hockey community, no matter what radio outlet or TV outlet, or no matter where you worked or what blog you wrote for, it was a night to come out and celebrate the glorious and great game of hockey and our hockey community that we have built here in the Middle Tennessee area, and to celebrate the emergence of the age of the Renegades. Damn, it was a good night, and I sure was proud to be the captain, as you can see in the footage right there from the Home Base Freakout. Now listen, the first year, wild. Listen, we upgraded everything. We had to learn every single thing on the fly. After 10 plus years in radio, we decided to go ahead and build our own home studio and go fully independent, and that meant having to learn everything as we go. You've seen throughout this clip's show that everything has improved. The camera is one of the most significant improvements. The microphone, certainly an improvement. The lighting, everything that we have done has led to where we are today. We are getting better and better at this each and every show, each and every day. We're quickly approaching episode number 700 for the Renegades of Puck. We've got the will, we've got the determination, and we have just put in one hell of a year of hard work, of learning, of making mistakes, of growing, and we are getting better and better every day. I sure hope you come back to us in 2023, because I've got to tell you, the year 2022 is wrapping up with the Renegades of Puck getting over 1 million downloads, replays, and interactions for the first time in our history. Again, 11 plus years in total, 10 years on radio, 1 plus year here doing it in the trenches from the bunker, over 1 million listeners this past year, and that's largely in thanks to our affiliation with the Full Press Preds podcast, which we are also known as, and the Full Press NHL network. Now, new equipment, upgrades, all of that. Thank you so much. We couldn't have had the year that we've had without your help and your assistance, so it means the world to me as the captain and the leader of this operation and this organization. Now, what's coming in 2023? Just a quick tease, just a little look ahead at what we've got coming up in the next year. Well, by the end of January, the Renegades of Puck Hockey Club will be on the ice for their first ever game. One of the proudest achievements of my lifetime is founding a brand new hockey club, and you will be learning a whole lot more about that coming soon. So the Renegades of Puck Hockey Club will be on the ice coming in January. Also, we've got the Home Base Freakout 2. The Renegades of purpose. The Renegades of Puck are looking to do something bigger than what we did last year with the home base freakout. We've already signed on with Tailgate Brewery. Don't worry about that. We've already got the date locked in March, and we are already starting to work on guests and partners and all of the things that you've come to know and love and expect from the essence of No Half Step and known as the Renegades of Puck. So home base freakout 2. We go ahead and lock that in on the calendar. And one of the most important things that is going to happen in the coming year for the Renegades of Puck, it's time for the Renegades of Puck to take this operation global. It's time to partner with Ships and Trips Travel again, and it's time to go to paradise with Pete Weber.
I can't believe this. I can't. Wait a second. I got it. I know how to get out of the cold. I need to call Pete. I need to call Ships and Trips Travels. Renegades, we have a plan to make. Let's go.
I'm Crazy Charlie Saunier, captain of the Renegades of Puck. I'm also tired of the cold, tired of the dark, and tired of being landlocked. I'm also willing to bet that I'm not the only one who could use some sun, fun, and time in paradise with friends. That's exactly why I called our great friend Pete Weber. He told me, call Ships and Trips Travel, and now we're all going to Mexico. That's right, Renegades of Puck, July 15th to the 20th of 2023. Dreams Vallarta Resort in Puerto Vallarta is the destination to hang with Pete Weber in paradise. To join Pete and the Renegades of Puck in Puerto Vallarta, go to www.shipsandtripstravel.com. That's shipsandtripstravel.com, and just click on the ROP on vacation tab. Don't stay landlocked. Join the Renegades of Puck in paradise, July 15th to the 20th, 2023 in Puerto Vallarta. Pete Weber, the Renegades of Puck, and you. It's time to ditch those skates for flip-flops and fun in the sun. I sure hope you can join us in paradise with Pete Weber. The Renegades of Puck will be streaming live and podcasting from down there, right there on the beach. We are so excited to be going global with the Renegades of Puck and with Ships and Trips Travel and Pete Weber. We are so tremendously excited for the year that has just happened, and we are even more excited for the year that is upcoming. We know with your support, we can continue building this operation and building this community to exactly what we want it to be. A hockey community built on positivity that welcomes in everybody. What is a renegade? A renegade comes in all shapes and all sizes, comes in all heights, comes in all colors, comes in every form. A renegade is simply someone that has the fire, the fury, and the passion for the glorious game and is willing to jump in the trenches and share their unfiltered opinion, even if sometimes that opinion gets you in trouble. Always Renegades, you're always welcome here in the trenches with me. Thank you so much. 2022 has truly been the most amazing year of my 27 years in professional entertainment. And for the Renegades of Puck, it is just a glimpse of what we can do and what we can build. If we can have trips in Las Vegas and we can have trips in Mexico and we can book parties with over 1,000 people here in Nashville, then we can achieve anything. Let's take this together. Let's ride this thing. Let's get on board with the Renegades of Puck. I sure do appreciate each and every one of you, over 1 million plus this year. You just don't know how much it means to finally start reaching some of these benchmarks. It just means I can start aiming for newer, higher, and bigger plateaus than we ever have before. Finally breaking through that particular glass metric. That is going to go a long way to helping the Renegades of Puck and our future endeavors and our future plans, and we could not have done that without each and every one of you out there in the trenches. So thank you. Seriously, I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Stick taps, love, and respect. I'm your host and captain, Crazy Charlie Saunier. Happy New Year. Can't wait for 2023.